Here we go.
I'm good right here.
That's not this type of show. Coming out today at TCO. Have a seat, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It is our fourth day here at TCO Studios. Please give it up for today's cheerleaders, and I have a story about them. It's Grace and Sunji, everybody. Say hello. Now we're going to keep them right there while I introduce my good friends. Say hello to Kendall over here to my left. Good morning, Kendall.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good morning. Good. I'm like, what's this story?
Oh,
Give me the dirt.
So obviously, I have this show now. Before that, I did the Fox 9 Morning News, and I was one of the first anchors for the Fox 9 Buzz, the show on right before our show. And it was myself, Keith Marler, the beautiful Alex Kendall, and that show started 10 years ago. So right before we went on, these lovely ladies behind me decided to tell me a fun fact that they were 9 years old when that show debuted. You may leave now. Thank you very much. They'll be back a little bit later. Give it up for Grace and Sunji, everybody. Oh.
That makes me even feel old.
That what?
That even makes me feel old.
Oh, it makes me feel incredibly old. But that's all right. I don't mind.
It's fine. I mean, the alternative is not so good. So.
Absolutely. I got to tell you, we're here at TCO Studios at the TCO Performance Center, and it's been great. It's been wonderful here, but it's like camping. You have all of your stuff.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Did you just compare this to camping?
Well, it is, because you're living and you have I guess I don't know. I haven't camped ever, but
yeah.
you have stuff available to you, but it's not home, okay? So, and you're a little bit out of your routine. Like, you can still make sausage when you camp.
Are there porta potties here?
No.
Are there like buckets?
I love it. No, what I'm saying, I love it. It's lovely. I'm saying it's like camping where, you can make sausage, but you don't have your pan. You're using like a griddle you get at Fleet Farm. My point is, I'm a little out of sorts and I'm a little out of routine.
Okay.
I'm not joking, audience. And this is, again, I tell you this, I tell you everything. 10 seconds before the theme song's rolling, I'm back there gossiping with executive producer Jeff, just like, and all of a sudden I realized, A, I had to use the restroom, and number two, didn't have makeup on.
Oh.
And the show was starting in 1 minute.
Yeah.
So I Forrest Gumped down the hallway to the restroom, praying there was no one in there, and got in there, and I'm like, I can't. I have a microphone on. So
Did you turn your microphone off, or did everybody hear that whole situation?
Yeah. So if I disappeared during any part of the show, you know why. That's why. Yeah. Kendall will have to host.
I'll be right here, guys, stalling.
And I threw makeup on very quickly. So let me look, get it. Yeah, I look okay, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, we're very excited. Please, you guys have been loving these shows. That has been a lot to us. Thank you for your sweet remarks on social media. But I'm going to beg you today, don't turn over to that other game show. Don't turn over to The View. Keep it right here, because I don't want to oversell this. I haven't seen it, but producer Jeff said, this is our Godfather. This is our Citizen Kane. This is our terms of endearment. Producer Ted joins the circus today, and he's on a trapeze.
Ladies, he's still single.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So don't miss that. That's coming up a little bit later. But right now, it's time for the hot dish. Here we go, everybody. Okay. First up, this will come as no surprise. You know I love the Disney World. I love the Disneyland. Well, there is trouble at the happiest place on earth in Disneyland. Yeah. Thank you, audience. Here's the trouble. Y'all know they opened up the Star Wars land, right, Kendall? The Galaxy's Edge.
Yep.
Thank you, ma'am. I have nothing to do with it. But they opened it up. Record crowds, like 5, 6, 7 hour waits to get on the rides. Well, the problem is coming, and this is in the New York Times and the Washington Post. People are going to Galaxy's Edge, getting unauthorized, like they're stealing like coasters from the restaurants, and they're stealing bags, and then going on eBay and selling them. Thank you. That's so tacky. So now, like this is the cantina. What's happening is people are going in there, and I guess at the cantina, they're really cool little coasters. Well, people are coming in, and when the server isn't looking, they put the coaster down their pants. You know, and they're selling them for like 10, 20, and that's, I mean, let me just talk to you. That's very un-Disney-like. That is very un-Disney. And it's just tacky, because you're taking advantage of people that can't go. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I know you're going, and I'm like, are you just mad because you're like, dang it, I was going to take one of those things.
No!
Like, not sell it, but just like, put it in your pocket for a keepsake.
No. Let me be crystal Carrington clear. I would never do that. I believe in not ruining the experience for people. I don't know how to use eBay. I don't know how to sell something on eBay. And I'm really, and I'm not going to waste, it takes, 4 hours to post something on eBay for a $10 coaster? No. I'm not going to do that. No.
I was thinking you more were just going to, like, keep it in your back pocket forever. Like, this is my Star Wars
No,
coaster.
I'm not saying I'm not going to steal that coaster. I'm just saying I'm not going to sell it on eBay.
I don't think you would sell it, ever.
Yeah.
It would be like, okay, so y'all, when we're back in a couple weeks and Jason's got this new lovely coaster sitting on the desk.
Yeah. Oh, because I'll tell you right, this camera right here, I'll tell you right, I'm going to steal. I'm stealing a coaster. I'm stealing a coaster. I'll steal a flower bed if I can find it. Because I'm going there, with Kendall's right. I'm going on a vacation starting tomorrow afternoon, and we're going to Galaxy's Edge on Monday and Tuesday. So I'll have a full report, and I'll have my pirate's booty for you when I return. There we go. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Speaking of Star Wars, Daisy Ridley, you know, Rey, I don't need to tell you, I love, this is one, I have a list of 8,257 reasons why I love you. Number 14 on that list is that you're a fellow nerd, so I don't have to explain anything to you.
You told me my outfit earlier looked like the Sith when I was debating wearing something that did make me look very Sith-like.
Yeah, she looked like a dark Jedi. So we told her, she looked, And to be clear, it wasn't me, it was somebody else. But anyway, so Daisy Ridley was on The Tonight Show yesterday, and I love her. Do you love Daisy Ridley? She's so good. And talked about a hidden talent that nobody really knew she had. Look at this.
Not sure if you remember Lady Marmalade. Epic.
Oh.
Yeah, I could just do the little
Give us a little, you know that?
Yeah, we come through with the money and the garter belts. Let them know we bout that cake straight out the gate. We independent women, some mistake us for whores. I'm saying, why spend mine when I can spend yours? Disagree? Well, that's you, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep playing these cats out like Atari. High heel shoes, getting love for the dudes, for the badass chicks, for the Moulin Rouge.
She's so good. It's funny. Daisy, and then her co-star John Boyega, who plays Finn in Star Wars, he does really good imitations. Like he could, Pinocchio from Shrek. I'm a real boy. He could do.
Do it again.
Oh yeah. Okay. Did I just do that?
That one was for the homies, wasn't it?
I just did that. Anyway. No encore. I'm a real boy. Yeah, there you go. Daisy stars in the new movie Ophelia, which is in theaters tomorrow. Okay. So, how many of you in the audience have seen the Sharknado? Anybody seen any of the 18 Sharknadoes? Okay. They're totally humoring me. None of them. There's children in the audience. Those are the only 3 that saw Sharknado. Well, listen, right there, yeah. Well, I have good news for those boys. The stars of Sharknado are coming back in a new franchise. Now, yeah. I know. Anyway, Ian Ziering, take a look. So if you've never seen any of these, this series, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just want to look at the video just for a second. But anyway, you know, there are 6 movies in the Sharknado series, all starring Ian Ziering right there. Yeah. Well, Ian is coming back to the network, Sci-Fi. See, nobody's listening to me because you're all just laughing at that. But he's coming back to Sci-Fi with the same team, the same stars of Sharknado, and they're going to do a new series. Are you ready? It's called Zombie Tidal Wave. Let me read this here. He's going to play a sailor who helps locals survive after a tsunami brings hordes of zombies to an island community. Okay. Director Leo, can we take a shot of the young men? What do they think of this? Thumbs up or thumbs down, boys? What do you think? Thumbs up? Okay, yeah, thumbs up, okay. I should, you know, it's like Larry, Daryl, and Daryl. I should just say, for the rest, and they have no idea what that reference is. They have no idea what that reference is, and that's what makes it beautiful. That's right. I think we should just keep coming to them to see how the show's going throughout the, anyway.
That's a good idea.
We do have a great show. Stay right there. Go grab another cup of coffee. We are live at TCO Studios. Back after this. Coming up as our week at TCO Studios continues. There's a whole new crop of house guests in the Big Brother house. What will it take to win the whole thing and not go completely crazy? Big Brother legends Janelle and McCrae are here and ready to offer their thoughts on the new season. Plus, it's a high-wire act for producer Ted as he joins the circus. Well, sort of. See how he did as a trapeze artist? That and more when The Jason Show, live from the TCO Performance Center, continues.
This is Mr. Beck.
But you handled yourself well out there today. Saw what you did with the tower.
Thanks.
They were born in stable orbits within black holes, creatures formed from the primary elements: air, water, fire, earth. The science division had a technical name. We just called them elementals.
Versions of them exist across our mythologies.
Turns out the myths are real.
Like Thor. Thor was a myth, and now I study him in my physics class.
These myths are threats.
They first materialized on my Earth many years ago. I was part of the last battalion left trying to stop them. All we did was delay the inevitable.
The elementals are here now, attacking the same coordinates. Our satellites confirm it.
We have one mission. Kill it. And you're coming with us.
Mr. Fury, this all seems like big time. You know, huge superhero kind of stuff. And, I mean, I'm just a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, sir.
Welcome back, everybody. It's a little bit of Spider-Man Far From Home, which opens on July 2nd. Going back to my roots, reviewing a little movie for you. I had the chance to see it yesterday, and as of 3 hours ago, I was able to talk about it, because, you know, they put a little embargo on you, and if you talk about it before the embargo, Mickey Mouse comes to your house, and it's, yeah, anyway. I will bottom line this for you. As you know, to give you some perspective, I'm a big nerd. My buddy Shannon's a big nerd. Miss Shannon's here today, and Kendall. So I come at this from a nerd point of view. I love superhero movies. I'll just tell you, this is fantastic. This is fantastic, yeah. And you know why? Here's what makes this... Here's what makes it's called Far From Home. Here's what makes Far From Home so good, and here's what makes this iteration of Spider-Man. And it's Tom Holland. That's what it is. It's Tom Holland. The casting director that cast that young man should have to cast every movie in Hollywood, because it's so pitch perfect. And I was also this is a spoiler-free review, everybody. You know I don't like to ruin movies for you. So I was thinking about what makes this so good, and this is what it is. And Marvel movies in general. Yes, it's exciting. Yes, you get the action, like this scene with the water person. It's all great. But what this iteration of Spider-Man does well is they take superhero movies in a blender, then they add John Hughes, and then they add the Goonies, and then they blend it up, and you get a fun movie because it's fun, it's funny. I love that they made Peter Parker in this iteration, both the movie Homecoming and this one, back to being a teenager because you can relate to these characters and you love these characters. Zendaya is fantastic. Ned, the best friend, is great. Tom is great. They have great chemistry together. Let's talk about Jake Gyllenhaal, who's the new guy in this, Mysterio. Again, I'm not going to say anything. But he is, well, I love Jake. He is fantastic in this movie as Mysterio. That's all I'm going to say. That's literally all I'm going to say. Now, like most Marvel movies, everyone asks if there's an end credit scene. This is what I will tell you. Yes, there are two. There's a mid-credit scene, and then there's an end credit scene. Which, by the way, if they're going to keep doing these end credit scenes, could we make the credits a little shorter? Because I was sitting in that theater for 17 more minutes. No, it wasn't 17. I did count, though. It was about 6 minutes of credits. And I'm like, girl, I got to go to bed. You know what I mean? It's like, I wake up at 3:30. How can I phrase this? The mid-credit scene, all the fanboys in the audience around with me screamed and laughed. There's something that happens in the first after-credit scene that fans will love. Fans of Spider-Man in general, and that's all I'm going to say.
So stick around.
Yeah. Do you like Spider-Man?
Yeah. So do you think he's better than the Tobey Maguire version?
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh,
I got a lot of yeses on that.
No, I mean, no, and I like Tobey. He's fine. But and Andrew Garfield was great. Tom Holland is just he's charming. You want to be friends with him. You want him to rescue you on a burning statue. You know what I mean? It's just
Help me.
No, I'm just saying
any of
he's
them.
the superhero you want. But yeah, he's my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah. So
like
it's that good. Spider-Man: Far From Home. Go see it July 2nd, everybody. That's right. Coming up in just a little bit. Oh, okay. I just told the audience I'm very excited for today. A little bit later, producer Ted on a trapeze. Plus some legendary stars of Big Brother are here to break down the new season when we continue live at TCO Studios. Right after this, everybody. Our cheerleaders. Welcome back, everybody. We are live at TCO Studios at the TCO Performance Center. Well, all week long, I've been bothering our neighbors because, you know, we basically have been living here. Kendall and I moved in. The Vikings don't know this. We moved in literally yesterday. Right, Kendall? We moved our stuff in. They'll find out next week when we're still here. So we've taken you all around Eagan. Well, today we got to eat. We've painted one day. I took you to a trampoline park the next day. Today I'm taking you to eat at Union 32. What is it? And let me tell you, there's something about this place that when I walked in, I immediately went, oh, what is it? That's the noise I made, actually. Take a look. Since we're basically living here in Eagan for the next week at TCO, we decided to come meet the neighbors. And I'm hungry. Photographer Eric is hungry, so we came to Union 32 Craft House, literally right across from TCO. To have fun on a night, I need the big buck. None of them are dead. Oh, God, I missed that one. Are you serious? Oh, how did I miss? Video game, which I see right over there, and pull tabs. And, of course, a featured drink, and that is quite the featured drink. Let's go meet our neighbors. I asked Samantha to pick out like 3 of her favorites, but she actually picked out all of my likes. So, what are your favorites?
I'm going to start with our cheese curds.
Oh, okay.
We take our Northern Lights beer and we make our own batter. We hand batter them and we cook them up.
And you can taste the fact that they're fresh and the batter is really good.
We have our chicken tacos, and what I absolutely love about them is it's bourbon sriracha chicken tacos. We make a homemade chipotle ranch, which we layer on top with a little bit of cheddar jack cheese, some lettuce, tomato.
That is a great taco.
We have a lot of people that will come in specifically for our chicken fingers. We hand batter them ourselves.
I grew up on chicken fingers. There is a difference between a hand-breaded chicken finger and one that you get frozen and it comes in a bag of like 400. Samantha did it. She picked 3 good ones. I'm gonna have to run a few extra miles, but that's all right. It's worth it. Cheers. What are the guys doing back here, Samantha? What are they doing?
They are transferring beer back here with one of our home brews. Typically we have anywhere from 2 to 6 brews going on at one time on our wall. And so this is just one of the many.
And then I see board games so people can just cop a squat and play a game.
Exactly, we're very laid back here. So sociable atmosphere, come in with your friends, grab a game, some beer, some food, and sit and enjoy.
Can we come after a show to relax?
Absolutely, we'd love to have you.
We're gonna need to relax after a show. Without a doubt, when you walk in, the first thing my eye went to is this. Samantha, what is this?
This is our unique self-pour beer wall, the first to Minnesota.
How does this work?
We have this beer card, which you get at the bar, to use at the wall, and it will track your pours. You pour by ounce. You're charged by the ounce that you pour. This card will go up in this slot and will actually activate this tap. What I'm going to do is I'm going to chill this glass to start. Pull it all the way out.
All the way out for a clean pour.
I want to show you one more thing.
Oh, okay.
If you tap on our screen here, it will give you a description of what you're going to drink.
This is cool. I want this in my house. I do. This is really good. I could drink this on the pontoon without a problem. I'll do this, then I'll walk over and spend some money at the pull tabs. And then play some buckhorn. I do. I know. Thanks to photographer Eric, who cut out all of my cussing at the buckhorn game, because I get really into that. Because you wouldn't think like I'm not a hunter by trade, but that game, and when I accidentally shoot the calf, I get so mad because you're only supposed to shoot the bucks, and then a calf runs in, and then and then there's the critter thing where you have to shoot the skunks, and I love that game so much. Anyway. I'm not here. This is a testament to Union 32. I'm not a beer kind of guy. I don't like beer. I tasted about 3 that day. So good. And that beer wall, I would drink beer just to try that wall. So thanks to our friends at Union 32. Go visit them when you're here. If you come seriously, I'll plan your day for you. Come to training camp. And then take the family over there and play buckhorn. Yeah, that's what you do. Is it called buckhorn? It is called buckhorn. I don't know. Anyway, coming up to Big Buck. I don't know. That's whammy, isn't it? Big Bucks? Oh. Coming up. Are we canceled yet? Yeah, anyway, coming up in just a little bit, live from TCO Studios, 2 Big Brother legends are in the house. And then, of course, the moment you've been waiting for, producer Ted in leotards. We'll be right back, everybody, after these words. Welcome back, everybody. Live from the beautiful TCO Performance Center. Oh, another season. Everyone, look, during the summer, I know what you guys are watching. You're watching Big Brother. It's been on for, people love that. Forget Bachelor Nation. Everyone that I know loves Big Brother during the summer. Well, it's kicked off, and there's already a showmance. Actually, it is a bromance this year. Look at this.
Dude. All right, this is where the magic happens right here.
Know, tell me, is there brews in there?
Oh, yes! Dude,
watermelon.
I literally eat like 1 or 2 whole watermelons a day.
We'll be best friends with those.
Hey, we're definitely going to be pumping some iron. I can already.
Yeah, dude.
I wanted someone to work out with.
Jackson is giving me the eyes of like, yo, bro man.
From the moment I saw Jack, I knew that he's a good-looking dude.
Is it happening?
Built like a horse.
Are we doing this?
We can pump some iron together.
And I'm like, feeling it right off the bat.
We can eat a lot of food together.
Totally got your back.
I knew we were going to click.
Those 2 are literally my worst nightmare in life. Yeah. Literally my worst nightmare. Here to break it down, I mean, we are honored. They are 2 Big Brother legends, and they're both from Minnesota. Give it up for Janelle and McCrae, everybody! I said this to you both independently, and I really mean this. I always do try to start interviews off with a compliment. We have had Academy Award winners on this show. We have had Grammy winners on this show. Shockingly, we've had huge, mega, People get so excited when they hear that you two are going to be on. I mean, the Vikings cheerleaders.
Come on.
That proves.
No, absolutely.
And that's a compliment. I mean, the Vikings cheerleaders are excited you're here, but that just proves the success of the show. Janelle, I'm going to start with you. At this point of the game, at the very beginning, what should they be looking for? Should they even be worrying about strategy on day one? Okay.
They should be listening to everything that's going on, understanding the people that they're playing with, and like remembering what kind of people they are, and then just really laying low. They shouldn't be trying to be a leader or try to make decisions on who to target. They should really just be listening and just taking it all in.
McCrae, should you be, other than listening, should you unleash your full personality, or should you hold back? No, I mean, or should you hold back until maybe day 2 or day 3?
You definitely need to hold back, but at the same time, like, it's disarming if you just come in and just like, hey, this is who I am. You know, if you really just lay it all out on Front Street right away, people know what they're going to get. And if you're a person that's like me or Janelle, you know, like, it's probably going to be okay because we have great personalities.
I remember my first season. It's so nerve-wracking, and it's hard. It's like you want to be yourself, but you know, most people that go on reality TV are very loud and they like to talk and they're outgoing. So it's kind of hard to hold back too. But at the same time, that's kind of what you should do. So you're not a target.
Absolutely. Is it good to be an exaggerated version of yourself?
I mean, if you're just absolutely hilarious, yes.
Yes, yeah.
Because then they're going to want to keep you around.
Yeah.
If you're annoying, no. Like, that would be awful.
Yeah.
Like,
what is the single worst? Okay, the single worst thing a contestant can do in the early weeks. Is it just make a lot of enemies? Is it trusting too freely? What is strategically the worst thing people can do? I'll give you a time frame. The first week.
Like, the most strategic error is like playing too hard too fast, and I think Jackson's a perfect example of that.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
He's volunteered to get all this power. He's like has so much blood on his hands. He's put people out of the game. I mean, this guy is not going to last even a couple of weeks.
He looks like a physical threat, so it's just like, why even put yourself in that? Like, lay low, pretend you're dumb, you know, like, do everything you can. I mean, well, like, you got to start playing up fake an injury at the beginning, you know, something. Like, you look like a threat, so why are you bringing it up?
He's literally bathing in blood right now. I mean, the guy, he's like putting people up. I mean, this is crazy.
Bad position.
Bad
And I love Janelle, you said he's covered in blood. You would think that we were talking about a Law and Order episode. What is it like for you two? When you're, I don't think people can wrap their brain around the fact that you are trapped inside a building with zero communication to the outside world. In the best way you can, I asked you about the first day in the Big Brother house, so let me ask you the reverse. What is your first day of freedom like? Is it weird? Is it weird to get to simulate
It's so
back?
weird.
Because go on.
You go like it's the microphone for me.
Literally, that's what I was just gonna say. It's like right now having microphones right now.
Because you're always mic'd, so you're always like looking for your mic or making sure you're like mic'd up.
When you get into your part, or like when you get to like sequester like the hotel room, you're constantly still feeling for that microphone.
It's
like
crazy because it becomes part of who you are. Like the microphone's like.
This is even surreal to have one on right now.
Oh,
it brings me back.
I never thought about that.
It's wild.
And then you get your phone back. Which is, whoa, I mean.
Well, how many texts? I mean, I freak out when I'm in a movie and I come out and it's like, your phone must explode.
It explodes and you're just like, whoa.
Just shut it down. I was like, I can't deal with this.
Is it hard to readjust with your family even? Because you're used to dealing with people in a competitive environment. You're not competing with your kid.
No.
You know what I mean?
I compare it a lot to like coming out of prison.
Yeah.
Like there's 3
totally.
Yeah, but 3 months.
But let's be clear.
It's hard. It's a big adjustment. You just need to you really need to just calm down and just go to a really quiet place because it's a pressure cooker in there, you know?
Other than your seasons, like if you look at the group right here, which I love it, not a single person has body fat. I'm looking at it. Can you immediately, as you scan the cast when Julie introduces them, Are you pretty good at picking out who will go home really quickly?
I usually am.
Generally, you're pretty good at it?
Yeah, you kind of get a certain type of like, okay, this person's going to be obnoxious. It's pretty easy to spot. Yeah.
Like the poor old guy, like.
Yeah,
you know,
where is he?
They're going to target him.
Oh, in the cowboy hat.
The cowboy.
Of course. They cover the old guy.
Yeah. He's like an easy target, you know. Like I feel bad for him that they're going to target him because he's the lone wolf.
Lord of the Flies out there, you know. Like you figure out stuff right away that's like, okay, this differentiates you from everyone else. Like this is easy target, easy pickings. Like
hope no one drops a boulder on somebody. Like Lord of the Flies reference. Everybody, sorry, random. Do you guys have any predictions of who you think in this early stage could do it all, take it all?
I mean, to me, Isabella's looking good. That's who I'm going to go with.
I agree. I like Isabella for sure, but I'm a big Ovi fan.
Which one's Ovi?
Ovi's in the front right here.
Right there. Okay.
Yeah. Ovi's, he's a young kid. He reminds me a lot of myself, so I got to go for those. Yeah.
That's right, with far less cool socks. Yeah. There we go. Hey, they're sticking around. We're going to play a game when we come back. Back after this, everybody. It's our Vikings cheerleaders who love Big Brother. Back after this. Oh, God. Welcome back, everybody. We are live from TCO Studios with two Big Brother legends, Janelle and McCrae. Well, this is a famous game that they play on Big Brother that Janelle, I just found out, is very good at. McCrae, how do you think you're going to...
I mean, I'm going against Janelle. It's always going to be tough. It's always going to be tough.
So we're going to call this before and after, and this is how it's going to work. I'm going to give you a reality TV milestone, and you have to tell me if it becomes before or after. You'll see it you'll understand as we go on. So if you're ready, we're ready. Let's play the first one. Did the first season of Survivor debut before or after the first season of Big Brother? You are right, before. That's right. It started about 1 month before over there on CBS. Okay, next one. This was interesting. Did Kelly Clarkson win the first American Idol before or after The Voice coach Adam Levine released his first CD with Maroon 5?
Whoa, that's
Thank you. This was You are both wrong. It is after. Maroon 5 in June 2002. Kelly Clarkson won American Idol in September 2002. Very close, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3, we're playing before and after. The first season of The Bachelor aired in 2002. Was that before or after Fox aired the hit dating show Joe Millionaire? Remember that craptastic show? Janelle is good. You are right. That's right. Joe Millionaire aired in 2003. It was basically Fox's answer to the Bachelor. Okay, here we go. Season 6 of Big Brother, featuring Janelle, aired in the summer of 2005. Was this before or after the debut of Dancing with the Stars?
You're going to remember this one, I think.
Before or after? You are both wrong. It is after by 1 month. By 1 month, yeah. Okay, I love this game. This is okay.
How many are left? I gotta know.
We have 17 left. No, I'm just joking. We don't have to. Okay, here we go. McCrae was on season 15 of Big Brother in 2013. Was this before or after Bethany rejoined the cast of The Real Housewives of New York?
I'm just going to do the opposite of whatever you do. Oh, there we go.
Janelle is right. Before. Yeah. Bethany came back in 14. Okay. Next, my buddy Paige Davis hosted the first Trading Spaces in the year 2000. Was that before or after the Fab Five of Queer Eye started their show, the original one? McCrae is right. Before. Trading Spaces was in 2000. Queer Eye on Bravo started in 2003. Okay, McCrae, your dream has come true. This is the last one.
No. I can't win.
I know. In 2002, Sharon Osbourne threw a ham at a neighbor's house on the... Sharon Osbourne threw a ham at her neighbor's house on the Osbournes. Was this before or after chefs started competing on Bravo's Top Chef. Audience, they don't need help.
Thank you guys.
But you're
Thank
right,
you guys.
audience.
Thank you.
It's before. That's right.
Yes.
Top Chef started in 06. They're some of our favorites. Give it up for Janelle and McCrae, everybody, from Big Brother. Okay, when we come back, get ready. Get the kids around the television. Get a refreshing beverage. Ted in leotards when we return. Back after this, everybody. Thank you. Thank you again. Okay, thank you so much. Welcome back, everybody. Live at TCO Studios. So pretty. I'm back here with my very perverted audience. We have made producer Ted do a lot of things over the years, but this tops them all. I haven't seen this. I'm so excited to see this. I'm just going to stop talking and say, Ted's joining the circus. He went to the St. Paul I want to get this name right, the Twin Cities Trapeze Center in St. Paul. Roll it.
Hello, we are coming to you from the Twin Cities Trapeze Center. Jason's afraid of heights. Kendall's had all sorts of injuries. So here I am, signing my life away to go up in the trapeze. Tell me about the Twin Cities Trapeze Center, because I don't think a lot of people know this exists.
We are the only indoor, year-round, all-ages flying trapeze school in the upper Midwest. Anybody can come out and give this a go. We start at age 6, and our oldest student to date was 83, though I will say that our largest demographic is women ages 30 to 55.
Oh, 30 to 55.
So, yeah.
And what's the risk factor here?
The perceived risk of flying trapeze is enormous, right? You're going up a ladder, you're jumping off a platform, you're flying through the air, literally, and that's really scary and overwhelming. But in reality, the actual risk is very small because we have so many safety things in place.
So you haven't had any deaths?
No. Going 6.5 years, no deaths, and we plan to keep it that way.
What are we doing? What do we do next?
We're gonna get you all outfitted and ready to go and get you up and flying. So we've got a fancy little circus outfit here. Ta-da!
Oh, all right.
No, seriously though, when you come to fly, we want something that covers the backs of your legs. So instead, we have this lovely option for you.
See, you scared me with this.
Yeah.
And then this seems more acceptable.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
You look so good right now.
Oh man, how are you already tan?
I don't know. I think I just have a permanent farmer tan.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes he totally goes overboard with the lower half of the body shots.
All right, so we're gonna start by getting you belted up. So this guy is gonna fit nice and snug to keep you nice and safe.
So this is keeping me alive.
Yes.
Perfect.
All right, the other thing that keeps you alive is listening. Are you a good listener, Ted?
What?
Yeah, that's all straight up. And then second hand on. Good. Ready. Anthony. Jump. Yeah, nice.
Just like that. So easy.
Yeah, we're gonna do it just like that. Up there.
All right.
All right. All right, I'm gonna run up before him.
That ladder kind of wobbles a little bit. Okay, well.
Yep, you can come on up.
We'll see you back down here, maybe. Oh my God. Oh.
You're doing great. So you can go ahead and stand up for me. Yep. And you keep holding on to those white things like you're doing. That's great.
Perfect.
I'm gonna clip you in here. These are your safety lines. And now you're gonna go ahead and step on up. I got you, just like you practiced down on the ground. Yep.
Well, where's the bar?
This, and I'm gonna bring it up and put it in your hand, and then you're gonna grab it. So here it comes. Yes.
Oh.
Ready. Ha! Yes. Yes.
So we're gonna do this all over again, and then there's gonna be a guy at the end ready to catch me.
Ooh. So now it's time for the catch, which is the goal.
Yup.
You ready?
We'll see.
Good, here's your bar. Yep, there we go. Bend your knees. Jump, good.
One more.
Yeah, Ted! Woo!
Number one.
There you go, nice.
That was amazing. Jason, getting you a gift card.
Ted, you can keep that gift card. Joining us from the control room audience, he deserves a standing ovation. It's producer Ted. Look at that. The audience is standing up for you, Ted.
Thank you, thank you.
A standing ovation for producer Ted. Oh my goodness. Okay, Ted, I have to ask now, we do a lot of crazy stuff for the show, for TV. We ramp things up. Truly, I want you to tell me, were you scared?
Terrified. Terrified. And the scariest part was that ladder, because I'm not hooked into anything. And I'm terrified of heights. I'm basically terrified of ladders. And so I have to climb this little ladder all the way to the top. It's like doing this and
Oh, Ted, I'm with you. That would have been my most uncomfortable moment. Let's turn to your last thing where the guy catches you. What was fright level? Where was that?
They were like, "Oh yeah, you're just gonna reach out, you're gonna look back, and he's gonna catch you." And I was like, "Okay, well, yeah, oh, okay." The fright level was off the charts. But I was like, I'll just humor these people and we'll see if it happens. And it happened.
I want you to rate the following, okay, in order of worst to least worst, okay? Getting caught by the guy, climbing the ladder, your leotard.
Getting caught by probably in that order. The leotard, I can wear the leotard. I can wear the leotard.
Yeah, I know. And I know there's unaired footage. There's so many shots of you in that leotard that we cut out for time.
When Eric starts taking the camera down south, I'm just like, stop.
Well, good news, everyone. We just found out there's going to be a half-hour special where we're going to do all of that footage. So you'll get to see all of it. Ted. Thank you, buddy. Ted Johnson, everybody, from the control room. Oh, I got to tell you, we got to take. By the way, Twin Cities Trapeze, their website's right there. Before we go, I applauded him yesterday, our executive producer Jeff. I will say, let me get my hats off to producer Ted. Those two guys are the two hardest working producers. They do this show by themselves, producing wise. And Ted's up for anything. I haven't had this much fun in years with Ted, and he's just the greatest guy. Thank you, buddy. We'll be back live from TCO Studios when we return. Back in a moment. TCO Studios. Look who's here. Our good friend Miss Shannon's here with friend Carolyn. Shannon, we want to tell us about the Pay Gap comedy tour.
Oh, we're so excited to do this. So it is tomorrow night at the Parkway Theater. All female performers, a great lineup, and a variety of performers. So I'll be doing stand-up along with some of my other funny friends. And then Caroline is going to be doing her fantastic sketch comedy with our friend Shannon Custer, right?
We have a show called The Two Sugar Show. And so we'll be doing some pay gap related comedy from that.
I love that. So You are doing so much, and then you're also doing you're hosting the Napoleon Dynamite
Yes,
Q&A.
Saturday night we're doing an event for Napoleon Dynamite, so we're going to do a screening, and then we have the 3 primary cast members, including John Heater, our friend.
Right there,
and so
yes.
Efren Ramirez. They're all going to be there as well, so we have a great VIP experience, and we're going to do a question and answer. They're going to talk for like an hour afterwards with all of the fans.
And Ordway, you picked the perfect person to do it. Give it up, everybody. For more information, we'll put it all on the Jason Show Facebook page. That is going to do it for us today. Thanks to the Minnesota Vikings cheerleaders. Thanks to our family here at TCO Studios. Thanks to this great studio audience. If you're a kid that's being bullied, go out there and be yourself. Nobody can tell you're doing it wrong. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.